Hey guys, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about my heritage. Me being, you know, from the Israelite heritage of black folk, I just want to share a little bit with you about my heritage. Thousands of years ago, my people, they lived in Israel. There is, the Israels, the real Israelites, and I'm very proud to be a real Israelite. So I wanted to show you guys my flag. As you can see in the background there, that's the flag of my people, the Israelites. And I'm very proud, and this flag represents to me, you know, culture and where I'm from, and food and values and family values and things like that. So, because this flag is so near and dear to me, I wanted to share this flag with you guys. And hopefully, one day, my people will get back, you know, to their roots in Israel. And one day, we will, basically have a cultural, you know, footing in our real land. And Israel, as I mentioned before, is from, because we are the real Israelites. That's who we are. And I just want to share that with y'all. So I hope you guys enjoy my flag. Do you guys enjoy my flag right there? What do you guys think about my flag? The what you call it? The six-pointed star and the two blue lines. Those two blue lines, they represent the two rivers. So you guys understand where I'm coming from, right? Because it's my culture. It's my cultural flag, right? So what do you think? What do you mean, Titus Bennett? Hell no. What do you mean, hell no? Hell no. Why not? Why can't I be proud of my flag? Why not? Why can't I be proud of my people's flag? It's only culture. It's only culture. Hey, Witherspoon, why you got the Pinocchio nose? I can't be proud of my flag. I can't be proud of where I'm from. Why not? Hey, Witherspoon, he says cap. He says cap. Why can I not be proud of my culture? My grandparents, my great grandparents, my great 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 grandparents, my great 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 grandparents. We come from the true Israelites, and this is our flag. Why can't I be proud of my flag? Why not? I mean, it's only culture, right? It's only culture. What do y'all think? Sister Tika, I'm trying so hard. Why? Why? Why can I not be proud of my flag? It's only culture, My grandfather, my great grandfather, my great 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 grandfather, we're Israelis. We're the real Israelis. I can't be proud of my flag. I got to design my own. I got to design my own, he says, Joshua Ramon. I should be able to be proud of where I'm from and my roots. Shouldn't I? Should I be able to be proud of where I'm from and my roots? Why not? Why should I not be proud of what this flag, the six-pointed star and the two blue lines representing the two rivers, right? the Jordan River and the what is it, the Dead Sea, right? Why can't I be proud of this flag here? Why not? It's my culture. Why am I not allowed, to have my own cultural stuff? Why the heck not?
Salaam Alaikum. Mr. Moderator, our distinguished guests, brothers and sisters, our friends and our enemies.
Bismillah wa salatu wa salam wa rasulullah wa ba'd. In the name of Allah, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon his last and final messenger. Family, friends, foes, haters, and hateettes, welcome back to the Feachaz. I greet you all in peace and love with no hatred in my heart. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So before we begin, please like, please subscribe, and please share. As you know, we got a lot of haters up in here. Now, family, especially my day ones. Where my day ones at? My day ones, are you here? Where my day ones at? Y'all know that we've been saying for a long time, if you're my day ones, how many times we said that eventually these Muslims will come up with the open symbols of white supremacy? Open symbols. They will come out and they will express openly the symbols of white supremacy, and you'll find your shucking and jiving, butt shaking, boot shaking, rump shaking, worker girl, twerker girl, yes sir, boss, Muslims talking about some mashallah just to get close to whiteness. Haven't we said this time and time and time and time again? Your sister Tika says, yep. She said, yep. Well, it didn't take long for that, did it? Some of y'all were asking me about that picture that you see in the thumbnail, if it's real or not. And I assure you that it is real. I assure you that that picture is real. And I would love to share the link with you. But the brother who put the picture up on Facebook eventually deleted it. And you would not believe the amount of raccoon. I'm just going to say it now. Listen here, family. YouTube's going to demonetize this video. So make sure you hit up the PayPal, you hit up the Patreon, you hit up the Buy Me a Coffee and the Super Chats, because YouTube is for sure demonetized, because I'm not going to hold back this video, y'all. I ain't holding back. Y'all hearing me? The brother who put that picture up eventually deleted the link. But me, being the strategist that I am, already predicted that he would probably end up deleting that thing, right? So, guess what Brother Bilal did for y'all? I ended up recording. I say it one more again. I ended up recording what he put out. Y'all hearing me? I recorded it. You can thank me later. So this, as you can see, is the actual Facebook post of what the brother put out. It's real. Yes, it is real. It's not fake. It is 100% real. Okay, and we're gonna read some of the posts before we start getting in on this. Okay, so let me just play. So look here. 1 second, y'all. So here you see the brother. He's because I advised him not to delete it because I wanted to go live. He ended up deleting it. Okay, all right. He ended up deleting it, but like I said, because I knows what I'm doing, I made sure to record it so y'all can see. Okay, look at this. So let me just read some of the posts here. Okay. So this is me. I said that they'll be burning crosses in their front lawns next time, and you'll see them called their white sheet stoves. I said they'll be burning crosses next time, and you're gonna see them calling their white sheets thobes. Damn! And the Muslims be like, Masha Allah.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye. Do you understand?
Muslims gonna be like, Masha Allah, he's burning a cross, he's left Christianity. That's what I said. That's what I said. That's what your brother Bilal said. Okay, let's keep going, y'all. Let's keep playing. Let's get some of these coonies here. This is my first comment. I was like, Na'udhu Billah, what WTF? What the F? Na'udhu. That's the first comment I made. All right. Now the brother, he put his original post, the one who posted that, the Confederate flag. Right. I wasn't able to record it. I missed that part. My bad, y'all. But basically, in his post of this Confederate flag, this individual says, you know, my grandfather, he fought at Gettysburg, and this is the culture. You know, and I proud of my culture, the Southern culture, and that's what he said. That's what he said. You know, my Southern culture, my Southern culture, yep. And Gettysburg, my grandfather, Battle of Gettysburg. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. But watch this, y'all. Let's see some of these coonies. Idris Palmer. Idris Palmer. What do you say? Just a country boy. Idris Palmer, y'all. Idris Palmer.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye. Do you understand?
Idris Palmer for the last 30 solid years. 30 solid straight years. Been writing a book, his refutation on the Nation of Islam. Still can't finish after 30 years. Trolling every single Nation of Islam member he can find on Facebook, chasing them down, trolling them for 30, since Facebook was invented. That's what he been doing. Idris Palmer. Idris Palmer never met a pro-black that he liked. Hiding behind pictures of Malcolm X and stuff. Any person that expresses any type of, what you can say, like or an admiration for the Nation of Islam or Louis Farrakhan. Here come Idris Palmer. You know, the Nation of Islam, blah, 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 blah. But the second Zaddy and them show up with a Confederate flag in Pakistan and stuff, all he got to say is, just a country boy. Just
bombastic side eye, criminal offensive side eye. Do you understand?
I cannot believe this stuff. Absolutely insane. Idris Palmer, biggest coon on Facebook. Let me go say it one more. Let's just put it out there. I don't know anybody who cooned more than him on Facebook. Idris Palmer. Now let's put it out there. That's all he got to say. That's it. All these mashallah, the white boy, ain't nobody said nothing about that Confederate flag in the background. Not a single one. Look, let's keep watching, y'all. Look at this. Allahu Akbar. Look at this. You can't make this crap up. And the coons are coming to give me that work. Look at Tawhid Omar. Features like a Rumble streamer. Features like a Rumble streamer. Oh, brother. I don't know if you're a brother or a sister, but that one got to get the fireworks right there, man. Someone got to get the Look at here. We the Black Muslim grassroots, okay? Cooning is a very, very, very serious offense in the Black community. And now that we're Muslims, it should be exponentially serious. Cooning. See, look at here. That's what I was going to get to. I was going to get to this point. Sister Tika, she's like, it's funny. When I came to Islam, I knew there were things from my culture that I had to leave off for my deen. But no one could have told me this boy is not right. Nobody could have told this boy this is not right. That is where I'm getting at. Y'all remember Wajdi? Remember Wajdi, y'all? How he spoke about Sheikh Tahir Wyatt? All reckless and wild and out of pocket and off color, no pun intended. Remember Wajdi, y'all? It seems like you brothers want to talk about issues of race instead of issues of deen. Where you at now? Where you at now? Where are you at now? You see, like we said before, when it comes to Black folk, these people, they have a language for you, a specific language for you. And when it comes to Zaddy and them, they have a completely different language. Totally different. All you can do is be quiet about your Black issues, because Islam is not about Black issues. Islam, there's no racism. Y'all, how many times y'all been told no racism in Islam? We don't do that Black stuff no more. How many times y'all been told that? But when somebody comes with the open and blatant symbols of white supremacy, none of y'all got nothing to say. Just, oh, he's just a country boy. Idris Palmer, he's just a country boy. That's all you got to say? That's it? Where are they at now? None of y'all got anything to say about this? Not a single one? Look. Here come one right now. Here come one right now. Look at this. Look at this. You see? What did I tell y'all? Abu Zulfikar, look at he's saying. It's his heritage, stop crying. Okay, let's talk about the heritage, Abu Zulfikar. Who ready to, y'all ready for the work? Y'all ready for the work, right? It's his heritage, stop crying. Let's talk about, you ready to get into it now? Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Family. Alexander H. Stevens. Y'all know who Alexander H. Stevens is? One in the chat, yes. Two in the chat, no. Because these folks, again, they have a language for you, right? They're not your brothers. They are not your brothers. People like this, it's his heritage. Stop crying. Didn't we just say they have a language for black people and a different language for white people? We just finished saying that, right? It's right there for the whole world to see. Alhamdulillah for the black Muslim grassroots. Alhamdulillah. Because now there's nowhere else for them to run, okay? Which is why we, the black Muslim grassroots, tell you, leave them folks alone. They are not your brothers. Nor do they care to be your brothers. Nor do they want to be your brothers. Nor do they care about anything that you're going through. They don't care. They are here to run defense and be close to whiteness. That is their existence. It's his hair, just stop crying. Family. Number one, yes. Number two, no. Alexander H. Stevens. Who knows who he is? Okay, so we're getting a lot of twos. 1, 2 anyway. 1, 2. We're going to keep Abu Zulfikar up here for everybody to see, y'all. Because it's just his heritage. All right, Abu Zulfikar, because you know more than us. You know, look what he's saying. Look at this. You see what they think about y'all? You see what they think about y'all, right? You're seeing it, right? Didn't we say this? We said this, right? Moderators, y'all know what to do with the trolls. Get to work, moderators. You know what to do with the trolls. Look at here. Alexander H. Stevens, the vice president of the Confederacy, he said about the Confederacy itself, and I'm quoting here, that its foundations are laid and its cornerstone rests upon a great truth that the Negro is not equal to the white man, and that slavery, subordination to the superior race, yeah, Salaam, subordination to the superior race is his natural condition, is natural and normal condition. What flag did he say this behind? What flag? This flag. This flag. In 1915, D.W. Griffith, yeah, and some of y'all might know where I'm going with this if you know D.W. Griffith. If you know D.W. Griffith, you know who I'm talking about. D.W. Griffith created the first blockbuster film in history. Do y'all know what the name of that film was? Somebody put it in the chat if you know, please. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. What is the first blockbuster film in history? What's the name of that film, please? Somebody put it. Thank you. A. Witherspoon. Thank you. Birth of a Nation. Birth of a Nation. This film was a hot success in the U.S. Okay? In this film, they had white men painted their entire bodies to make their bodies look black. Okay? So they can be representing black men, okay? And what were these black men doing in this film? Y'all know? Who knows? Who knows? Who wants to talk about heritage now? Who wants to talk about culture now? These racists are not your brothers. These racists are not your brothers. They're the brothers of the devils who they love. What were the black men doing in this film? Who knows? I'll give you a minute. Y'all know? What were they doing? The white men who were pretending to be black men, what were they doing? What were they doing, y'all? Thank you. Okay, we're not. Mohad put it, but we can't say. Actually, no, we can't say it because YouTube will shut us down, right? But essentially, what these black men were doing, they were being sexually aggressive to white women. Okay, in this film. And who came to the rescue of these white women, y'all, in this film? The first black blockbuster in history. Jazakallah khair kifti, hayakum Allah. May Allah reward you and bless you and multiply it for you a millionfold. Ameen. You get the fireworks, the stars. You get the fresh cut looking fresh, bro. Keep giving them that work. Jazakallah khair, hayakum Allah. May Allah reward you and bless you and multiply it for you a millionfold. Ameen. Ameen. Look at here, family. Look at here. In this film, the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan, was saving these white women from these aggressive black men in this film. Okay? This is 1915, okay? The Klan was already a non-issue. They were gone. Okay? They had been gone for decades, 34 years to be exact. They were nothing. This film, which was shown in the White House, okay, Woodrow Wilson had its viewing in the White House. Gave a resurrection to the KKK, and we haven't been able to get rid of these crackers ever since. And what was the flag that the courageous KKK was donning every single time that they were protecting these poor white women from these sexually aggressive black men? What flag were they donning, people? Put it in the chat, please. Was it the American flag? Was it the American flag? What flag was it? Thank you. It was the stars and bars. This flag, the Confederate flag, all throughout the movie, the KKK with the Confederate flag. And since that time, the Confederate flag has been used as an open symbol of white supremacy. Look, here they come. Here they come. They can't stand it. They can't stand it. All you people ever do is whine and echo in an echo chamber. Anyone calls you out, you silence them. You can't actually engage with facts. Look at this. We're putting out the facts. We're actually putting out the facts. And this is what they're saying, right? But the reason why we put, because you all know we don't allow trolls in this. We don't allow trolls in the features. We don't allow them. But the reason why we put this out is so that you can see. We don't really care about them, right? They can go to hell with the white supremacists that they love so much, and they out here defending. We don't really care. They not our brothers anyways. We ain't worried about them. Who's out here crying? This is the black Muslim grassroots. This is the black Muslim grassroots. If anybody's doing the crying, it's them. Look at this. What are you talking about? We don't have facts. We're pointing out the facts right now. We're giving you dates. We're giving you times. But that's their job. Again, folks like this, their job is to come and to defend Zadie from black folk. They want to be in close proximity to whiteness. We just showing y'all that. Y'all know, my day ones, we don't engage with trolls here. Our first reaction with the troll is to remove them, delete them. But we're putting these comments out so that you can see. You can see what they think about you. When we put up the Israeli flag, how did that make you feel? We had the Israeli flag in the background. How did it make you feel when we had the Israeli flag in the background? Did you feel good about that? Of course he didn't, because the Israeli flag is a symbol. And it's a symbol of horrific violence against Palestinians. But the Confederate flag, for the white supremacist enthusiasts, those people who go and they put their bodies between the oppressed, fighting the oppressor, like these folks, Abu Hussein and them, Abu Zulfikar and them, when they see the Confederate flag, all of a sudden we are the ones who are in the echo. Us, it's us. Can you believe that? Look at here, family. So, the KKK was revived from this film. And what happened after that is that the Confederate flag, which was used over and over and over again in this film, was also used over and over and over again in arbitrary and heinous acts of violence committed against black people behind this flag. What did they do? Y'all know what they did. They did cross and church burnings, massive lynchings, picnics. Y'all know what a picnic is, right? Yeah, they coming out today. Moderators, make sure y'all moderate the trolls, please. They'll be coming today. They'll be coming today. It's all good, baby. It's all good because we need to spike the algorithms. Let them burn in the anger. The one thing that these white supremacists hate is a strong black person, especially if he's Muslim. They ain't met a strong black Muslim that they haven't assassinated. Okay? Look at here. They raised entire black communities arbitrarily with the flag that was used as a symbol of opposition to the American flag in order to burn down black communities, the Confederate flag. This flag. This is where the word picnic comes from. Pick a nigger with a hard R. That's where the word comes from. Learn your history. Okay? In order to preserve racial segregation during the early stages of the civil rights movement, which party was born? Y'all know? Man, moderators, you working today. We got so many trolls. Y'all know? In order to preserve segregations in the early stages of the civil rights movement, which party was born? Which party was born? Y'all know? Who knows? I'll give y'all a minute. Yeah, we cooking today. They are burning hard. They came all the way to come visit us. Can you imagine? All you see now, you seeing them. You seeing them. You're seeing all the white supremacist Muslim brothers of yours. They all coming. The question is, in order to preserve racial segregation and to prevent integration during the civil rights movement, which party was born? Y'all know? It's the Dixiecrat Party. The Dixiecrat Party was headed by Strom Thurmond. Thank you, A. Weatherspoon. Yes, the Dixiecrat Party. Strom Thurmond in 1948. I'll give you one guess. This is a legit American party. I'll give you one guess. The flag that they used, the flag that they were using in order to push their anti-integration, pro-segregation agenda. Which flag was it? I'll give you one guess. Who was it? Y'all know? The Confederate flag. The Confederate flag. Jazakallah khair, Sister T. The flag that this cracker is on. Whoa, you know, my grandfather in Gettysburg, my grandfather, and even the culture, me, my South and South, and culture from the South. Yeah, boy, good old boy. Yeah. The Confederate flag. The Confederate flag. Thank you. And guess who mentioned Strom Thurmond by name? I'll give y'all one guess. Which American president mentioned Strom Thurmond by name as his mentor? I'll give y'all one guess. Go ahead, put it in the chat, please. Put it in the chat. I'll give y'all one guess in the chat. Go ahead. No, it's not Trump. It's not Trump. It is not Trump. I'll give y'all one guess. Who is it? Thank you. Joe Biden. You can't make this stuff up. Joe Biden. Now, family, this over here this is a cyclorama of the, the Confederate flag as a symbol of resistance to civil rights for Black Americans. Look at this. Arkansas. What do you see in the background here? Confederate flag. Governor, mind you, of Arkansas, Overfall was speaking before a school integration protest in Little Rock, Arkansas in 1959. This is the governor of Arkansas. He ain't got the American. They using the Confederate flag. Look at here. Teenage boys waved Confederate flags during the protest against school integration in Montgomery, Alabama in 1963. Alabama, 1965. Confederate flags. See, I don't like. Look at here. Even we shouldn't have to be doing. We should not have to do this. We shouldn't have to do this. But we told y'all. My day ones, they know. We told y'all here on the Feachaz that eventually you are going to see the open symbols of white supremacy from the Muslims, and the Muslims will praise it, and that day is here. We told y'all this would happen. Look here. Mississippi patrolmen watch marchers as they arrive in Montgomery, March 25th, 1965. What marchers are we talking about? Civil rights marchers. These patrolmen are trying to prevent the marchers. And if it's the march that I'm thinking about, they did actually prevent the marches. Segregationists taunt peaceful civil rights protesters as they march from Selma to Montgomery to March in March 1965. And on and on. We can go on and on and on and on and on. Right? But I think y'all get the point. Okay? Y'all get the point. Y'all get the point. But anyways, my grandfather made over it. My grandfather. They are so eager to defend Zaddy. Ask them for their work against white supremacy. Non-existent. Absolutely non-existent. My grandfather. Y'all have an unnatural allegiance to the project and the mission statement of white supremacists. A lot of them. Totally unnatural. Okay? Now let me ask y'all something. The Confederates, in retrospect, in reality, they were essentially mutinists, okay, against the Union. They're traitors. They're traitors to the Union, correct? In what universe do the traitors get to raise their flags proudly in the country that they betrayed? What only in America. Why? Because they are cool with white supremacy. You know who else is cool with white supremacy? Your immigrant Muslims. They're very cool with it. They're okay with it. That's why they don't have no work against white supremacy. When they want to argue with you. They don't want to argue with the white supremacists. And you know why? Two reasons, okay? First reason is the winners in any war are not allowed to allow the losers to rewrite history, correct? Crap don't work like that. But in this case, they both agree on one thing, and that is that the white race is superior to the black race. Okay? The second reason I want y'all to, if you don't understand anything, understand this. If you don't get anything else, get this. There is no such thing as a courageous coon. I'm going to say it one more again. There is no such thing as a courageous coon.
Damn!
The nature of a coon is to be cowardly. That's the nature of the coon. Okay? That's why they're coons to begin with, because they're cowards. They ain't trying to step on the oppressor's toes. They instinctively succumb to the agency of anything opposite of human dignity. And why do they do that? They want to do that to repudiate self-worth and awareness. The goal of degrading themselves is to be less than anything respectable in order to ingratiate themselves to massa in them. You get it? So they recognize that Zaddy and them are in fact superior. That's their belief. That's their core belief. The coon does not see himself in his own people, but rather he sees himself in the eyes of the enemy. So if the enemy says, I'm superior, he says, yes, sir, you indeed, you is superior. Don't worry about those other black folks over there yelling and screaming and hollering. I'll save you. I'll save you, master. That's the coon. And it doesn't matter if he's a self-hating house Negro coon or a Quranic infiltrating Munafiq coon, okay? All coons are gutless, all of them. They're all gutless, they're all spineless, and their very nature, you will never find them standing up for justice in the face of the enemy, but rather they stand always, 100% of the time, they always stand up for the enemy in the face of justice. The coon. 100% of the time. You never ever see them standing up in a place of inconvenience, ever, where their peace will be disturbed. Okay? They will always, 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 always proudly uphold the systems of oppression while spitting in the face of the oppressed. This is who they are. So if you are wondering, even in the Muslim world, why the Muslim world is the way it is because just like we have our house Negro coons, they have their Munafi coons. Those folks. One set of rules for one people and a completely different set of rules for the other people. They out here yelling and hollering and screaming at America and Israel and all kind of stuff for Palestine, correct? This is the news of the day. Every single day. Why is Israel being so hypocritical? Why is America being hypocritical? The question that we ask here on the Feachaz is why you, Muslims, you have the Quran, you have the Sunnah, why are you the most hypocritical people on earth? Why? Tell me about Libya right now. Go ahead. Tell me why you have no work for what's going on with black Muslims in Libya today in 2024. Not a word. Not a humph even. Nothing. You don't have nothing to say about what's going on in the world's longest open air prison in the Congo. Nothing to say about that. You ain't got nothing to say about what's going on with African women in the Gulf countries. Nothing. Nothing at all. But the second something kicks off in Palestine, here you come. Here you come. So the coon, the spineless coon, and the munafiqun, which Allah talks about in the Quran, mind you, the Prophet ﷺ described them in detail, how they are. They have the same type of characteristics. It's very similar. Every time they speak, they lie. They're always lying. Always lying. Nothing coming out their mouth is the truth. Ever. Can never speak the truth. Every time they speak, they lie. Every time they argue in the worst abhorrent manner. They don't have a promise they can keep. And they don't have an oath that they can fulfill. This is the same thing with a coon. So these folks, the spineless, the gutless, the ones who are always there to shine the boots of the oppressor, when the oppressor has the boots on your neck, they are not your brothers. And don't even consider them your brothers. They're not. They are the brothers of those whom they love. They are the brothers of this devilish, evil, wicked, white supremacist system. Salaam Alaikum, brother. Is it Tawheed Ummah?
Wa alaikum salam, bro. Yeah, man. That's me, bro.
What you got for us, bro?
Nothing now. I'm still listening in, but I've just joined, yeah? Give me a few moments, inshallah. I'll be ready to speak up and that. But I'm listening.
So, family, the Prophet ﷺ, he was approached by a man who wanted to give him bay'ah. He wanted to give the allegiance, the pledge of allegiance to the Prophet ﷺ. Right? The man comes to the Prophet ﷺ, and he's wearing like a talisman. Talisman. I think y'all call it taweez or something like that, right? The Prophet ﷺ, he said, we don't accept the bay'ah or somebody who wears this taweez, or this talisman, which y'all call it. Okay? So the man, he just took it off. That's it. He took it off, and then the Prophet ﷺ accepted his bay'ah. You tell me, which is more harmful, the taweez or this? This. Nobody can, not a single one of y'all can tell him, like, look at here, bro. Look at here, bro. You need to leave that. Not one of y'all can say it. Not a single one of y'all can say it. Because you're okay and you're cool with oppression against black folk. You're fine with it. You're okay with it. You have no problems with it. So that's why you're silent against Libya, silent against Algeria, silent when black women are being turned out and doing who knows what in Gulf countries, sent back in body bags and praying all kind of craziness. You're okay with that. You don't say nothing about that. But if we come out and say this is an open and blatant symbol of racism that you have posted against your wall, how are you posting this with pride after accepting Islam? You don't have a problem with that. You have a problem with us. And then you have the audacity to talk about Muslim Brotherhood. Jazakallah khair, may Allah reward you and bless you and multiply it for you a millionfold, Sister Tika. Hayakum Allah. 1 second, let me get it. Let me get you the fireworks. Sister Tika, she said, support the oppression of people, to kiss the butt of the oppressors, or how you're born Muslim and kiss the pale piglet butts and think that it makes you successful. It makes you successful. But again, when you're looking at the system of white supremacy, global white supremacy, and we said this last time, I'm going to say it one more again, okay? That when you look at the system, even if all the white supremacists, if all the white supremacists came out and said, you know what, we tired, okay? We tired of the system. It's not sustainable. We can't, people are hating us way too much. There's way too many of them that are also, we got to give this system up. We got to give it up. If all the white supremacists gave up the system of white supremacy today, it would still exist tomorrow because you want the system of white supremacy to succeed. You immigrants, you South Asians, you Arabs, it's deeply ingrained in your culture. You legit believe that white skin is superior. You believe that. It's in your movies, it's in your music, it's in everything that you do. It's in everything that you do. So your religion is the religion of Iblis. Because Iblis said exactly the same thing. He said, I am superior to Adam. I am superior. I'm better than him. There's no difference. There's no difference between what you're doing and what Iblis do. Is this the religion of Prophet Muhammad? No, of course not. And it's beyond anything resembling intelligence. How you insist to consider yourself Muslims with the actual belief of Iblis. The actual belief of Iblis. And you still insist that you're Muslim at the same time. Like, how does that work?
Yo, Feachaz.
Go ahead.
Do you think that like the Arab / South Asian like inferiority complex is more to do with the like superiority of the West in its technological advancements and economic superiority? Do you think that's
No,
maybe
I don't
part of
believe
what
that at all.
Okay, go
I
for
don't
it.
I don't I don't believe that at all. Right? It's nothing to do with that. Right? It's the two factors here. The first factor is because on the plane of spiritual warfare, this is actually a thing. Right? The superiority of whiteness. Okay? When you're talking about racism, racism is a social construct that's only been around just over 400 years, between 400 to 500 years, right? Racism is social construct, as a social construct, right? In terms of an inferiority and superiority complexes, this is something that's mentioned in the Quran itself. Okay, where people believe that they're superior over other people because of some other thing. Okay, and the first one to do it was who? Who was the very first one to believe that they were superior?
Yeah,
Who was
Iblis.
it? Iblis. He's the very first one, right? But Allah mentions them
Yeah,
in the Quran. He mentions Ad and Thamud. They believe that they are superior because of their physical, you know, prowess and the wealth that they gathered, and you know, Allah mentions Fir'aun, where Fir'aun says, "Ana rabbukum al-ala," I am your Lord, the Most High. And the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he mentioned in his final khutbah, he could have said anything, but the thing that he said in his last khutbah is that there is no superiority of the Arab over the non-Arab or the black over the white. That's what he said, right? But rather, the superiority is from what? The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu he said that. Okay, so the Prophet sallallahu he's saying this is a precursor to something that is coming. If you look at the dharmic religions, particularly Hinduism, the caste system is almost a primer on racism. It's not exactly racism, but it's like a primer because in the caste system, caste means color in their language. I can't remember the exact word in their language. Caste means color, right? The darker colored folks in the Hindu caste system, they are considered the Dalits or the untouchables. Okay, that's who they are, right? They're the lowest on the caste system, and the highest on the caste system are the Brahmins, which are the lightest folk, right, in the caste system. So now you look at the problem. Why did he tell the Arabs there's no superiority of the white over the black or the Arab over non-Arab, unless he knew that this was in them? And the Prophet said something. He also mentioned that my people, meaning the Arabs, not the Africans, in which the Prophet sallam, he ordered his Sahaba, his companions, to make hijrah to Africa. At that time was called Habasha. He ordered that. The Prophet sallam, he said that his people, the Arabs, will not leave off the Jahiliyyah, meaning this racism, until Yom Kippur, or this type of prejudice, right? Now, the Prophet says when he was talking about actually prejudice. He wasn't talking about racism, okay? He was talking about prejudice. This is a very important point that everybody has to understand, right? It is haram to be prejudiced. So how much worse is racism? If it's haram to be prejudiced, how much worse is racism? And you have alleged Muslims signing off on it. Alhamdulillah, mashallah. What religion? We don't worship the same God. I'm sorry. Because the God you worship allegedly loves to oppress people. And the God that we worship is on the side of the oppressed. We don't know what kind of law you out here openly saying, yes, the white folk are in fact superior to black people, and you're calling yourself a Muslim at the same time. Why even call yourself a Muslim?
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, once you understand this, once you understand these concepts here, then everything else becomes clear. Because the Prophet says something, he fought against prejudice. These guys embrace it. The Prophet ﷺ was uniting the people. These folks are dividing it. So when you see all this division in the Ummah, did we black folk, did we cause all this division? Are we the perpetrators of colonialism, of global white supremacy, of invading certain countries to control trade routes like Somalia, like what's going on in Yemen, like what's going on in Israel today? Did we do that? And you insist on seeking biscuits and bones from your open enemy on top of that, while spitting in the face of black folk? So what kind of brotherhood is that? We ain't, and that's why us here in the Black Muslim Grassroots, we tell you very openly, they are not your brothers, and they're proving it. Look at the comments. That's brotherhood. Who wants to be brother with that? Let them join Iblis. They, you know what I'm saying? These folks are the munafiqun that Allah mentioned in the Quran. You see how they talk, right? You see how they talk.
Um,
Go ahead.
Features, bro. You don't believe that like all like non-black Muslims like speak like that.
What
I'm
is
sure,
that?
right? I was saying that you don't believe that all non-black Muslims speak like how that brother was in the chat,
Of
right?
course not. No. Like
Okay.
that'd be ludicrous. Okay, of course I don't. Of course not. No, you know
Oh, okay.
that'd be absolutely ludicrous. No, what I am saying, right, is for black Muslims. All this shucking and jiving that y'all be doing, are trying to ingratiate yourself in front of other people groups. This is why people don't respect you. People will only respect you as much as you respect yourself. How do you expect other people to respect you more than you respect yourself? How you do that? We have this problem because of the system of white supremacy. So we were beaten into submission, into believing that white people are in fact superior to us. So we have a deeply ingrained inferiority complex, where Islam does not allow for an inferiority complex. Islam doesn't allow for that.
Agreed. Agreed.
Go ahead, brother Victor Ray. Brother Victor Ray, can you hear us? I think we lost him. I think we lost brother Victor Ray. So go ahead, brother Tawhid Omar.
Yeah, man. I'm just listening, and like it's my first time catching up with the sort of Black Roots. I'm not sure what is that. Is that like a group you got going, or like what's happening with that?
Well, that's what we call ourselves. We call ourselves the Black Muslim Grassroots, right? Right.
Okay.
We speak with our own voice, right? So we're not speaking with the voice of anybody else. We speak to our own issues, and we're not trying to, basically hide the truth in order to not hurt people's feelings. Other
Yeah.
people, brother, tell you. I mean, you see already they have no issues crapping on us. Like they won't even think twice. Okay, they won't. They have no problems with it. They will see things like this. How do you see a Muslim, alleged Muslim, mind you, alleged, okay, Muslim with a Confederate flag, and you don't say anything except for mashallah? Mashallah, where? If I had the Israeli flag in the background with me right now, are you going to say mashallah? Yes or no?
Nah. course
Yeah,
not.
of course he won't. What does the Israeli flag represent to you?
Um, I'd say everything that's wrong with the world, bro.
So, what do you think the Confederate flag represents to us? But Muslims, oh, mashallah, just a country boy. Like, what? What? Not a single one of you can say anything about that? And it's not something that is obscure or something that can be like confused. It's not a confusing issue. It's a very, very clear issue. Very clear issue.
Okay, so would you consider the grassroots black thing you got happening at the moment? Would you consider that like a defensive mechanism, or
Oh no, we
is
tired
it
of that.
some?
We ain't doing no more defense. No, we don't play that no more. You know, this right here. We're in the beginning stages. Okay, we're in the beginning stages. You see it on my name, right? When you look at the features, right? The features is just a voice. Okay, it's just like a mouthpiece. You get me? But black folk today ain't talking
Mhm.
about no we shall overcome. They ain't talking about no, can't we all just get along? You can't get Negroes today to do all that stuff. What we are talking about today is doing for ourselves very clearly, getting on code very clearly with ourselves, right? And we ain't begging nobody for no brotherhood, right? If you are brothers, then we will be brothers, no problem. We ain't running behind nobody for no love. Those days are long, long, long gone. So the features is the front lines to that. We're not here to defend anything. Our positions are our positions. Hate it who hate it, love
Okay.
who love it.
Yeah, bro. Are there like any usul that you could like outline, anything like that?
In terms
When
of
I say
what?
usul, I mean principles of standing, like that unbreakable, not unbendable sort of principles that sort of you hold at the moment
Like, what do you
in
mean?
this, in like certain things that have defined this concept that you're describing right now. Like, what's this? What holds it together?
What do you mean?
What's
Like,
its core
so what
fundamentals?
exact? Be more specific.
Ah, like what is okay? Because I asked you if it was a defense mechanism in the sense, is it reactionary? Is it a reactionary movement? But it seems as you've kind of got away from that part, right? So it's not so much to do with reacting to a specific oppression, a specific
Mm,
part of the world, but it's becoming more of something within itself. So, like,
mhm.
if it was to exist within itself, how would you? I don't want to say sell it to somebody, but how would you say this is what this is my thing, this is what I'm about, kind of thing?
Like, what do you mean exactly? You gotta be like, what are you asking? Like, I'm not
Oh
quite
man.
sure what you're asking.
Okay, so like
Like, am I
I'm a
allowed to defend
Muslim.
myself against white supremacy? Do I need anybody's permission to do that? Am I
No, of
allowed
course
to
not.
let the people know that this right here, let me show y'all,
Mhm.
this,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
flag in the background is a very blatant, clear, open symbol of white supremacy? Am I allowed to do that as a Muslim? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, look, sister Tika Harding said it in a good way actually. Basically, he's asking, what's your mission statement?
My mission statement. It's ain't a business. We out here trying to galvanize black folk, black Muslims particularly, to move forward. Right? So all this, this kind of capitulating to other people, folk, that needs to end. That needs to end. We ain't about that life over here. We ain't about that life. We're here essentially to let black people know that it's about time you move independently, because ain't nobody coming to help you. Nobody wants your brotherhood. Okay, nobody's coming to help you. And Allah says in the Quran, Allah doesn't help a people until they help themselves. And you look ridiculous running behind other people, folk, begging them for brotherhood when they don't do that. They ain't trying to beg you for no brotherhood. It's humiliating. It's absolutely humiliating, right? If you look at the Masajid, for example, every other people group in the West, all of them. If you're an immigrant Muslim, you owe your ability to live in ability to live in the West to black folk. You owe that to them. And every other people group in the West, from the immigrant community, their masajid numbers are increasing. The only people group that have decreasing masajid numbers are black folk. That's it. Okay, we put that out last year. All right, we put out the numbers and everything. And the strategy is pretty much the same, right? Where these immigrant groups, they come in, long story short, they get the American dream off the black neighborhoods. They get rich off the black neighborhoods. They take their money out and they go build some other community someplace else, because that's how white supremacy works. All right, it's a whole playbook behind it. You get me? Meanwhile, we are not allowed to talk about our issues, because if we do it, we're black nationalists, we're Pan-Africanists, it's against Islam to talk about racial, all kind of stuff. But you got the Pakistani masjid, you got the Somali masjid, you got the Egyptian masjid, you got the Turkish masjid, you got all these, but we can't have our own. We are only allowed to participate in your spots. So we are here like, well, what y'all talking about, man? Are you serious right now? And on top of that, you see open Muslims openly participating in white supremacy. You ain't gonna say nothing about that? Not a single thing? You must be joking. You must be absolutely kidding. So, anyways, for us, we don't play that no more. Brother Josh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, ya Sheikh. How are you?
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Brother Josh. How you doing, man?
Alhamdulillah.
What you got for us, bro?
I missed most of your live. I just logged in and noticed you were going. But yeah, I saw this stupid picture trending around. First, I saw it on Twitter or X,
Mhm.
and surprised but not surprised. You see like a half and half, like of the Muslims not supporting it and supporting it.
Mhm.
You know, like half of them are like, oh, I mean, how stupid can you be to like promote this? But
Yeah.
you saw a lot of people going about, oh yeah, like you said, mashallah, he's standing for his culture, you know.
Mhm.
And when you bring up the like the clear evil that flag represents,
Mhm.
they they do all kind of crazy defenses for it, and they'll say, oh well, you know, I'm not defending the slavery Confederate stuff of it per se. It's just his culture, you know, brain dead responses like that. But
Mhm.
then you see a lot of people doing devil's advocate stuff, saying stuff like, "Oh well, you know how many Africans enslaved black people?" Like as if that has anything to do with this, or if that's even equatable to, you know, the American slavery. But you saw them taking all of the white supremacist arguments,
Oh yeah.
and um, that I don't know if you mentioned that, but like you barely have to say anything of some kind of objection to that for them to like the bar has gone so low to be a black nationalist now that it's
Mhm.
ridiculous. You just you say any kind of minor objection to that, they're like, oh, you're some kind of black nationalist.
Well, alhamdulillah, I'm a
Well,
black nationalist. What you gonna say now?
yeah,
I'm a black
alhamdulillah, but
nationalist. What
it's
are
like
you going to say now?
it's
Okay.
like you don't have to say anything extreme to be considered
Mhm.
a black nationalist. As long as you say anything that objects to whatever their status quo ideas are. You're
Mm,
you're if you show quote unquote racism to the white zaddy,
mm.
you're a black nationalist. You know,
Yeah,
I just find that very interesting. But it's not really a surprise in the grand scope of things, especially on X.com, where there's rampant white supremacist attitudes from the immigrant Muslims.
oh yeah,
So it wasn't really a big surprise, but I mean it was a crazy, another perspective at how ridiculous it is, and
yeah,
and, and the leaps and bounds they'll go through to defend the Confederate flag.
yeah. Even there's nothing any white man can't do without a Muslim saying mashallah. As long as he put on a beard and a thobe and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And like I said before, he can burn a cross in his front lawn and wear a Ku Klux Klan suit and say it's a thobe, and Muslims will be like, mashallah, mashallah, he's burning a cross because he's leaving Christianity. You get me? They'll do that. They do that. We said, how long ago, Josh, did we say that over here that eventually they're going to come up with the open symbols of white supremacy and claim to be Muslim at the same time? How long ago did we say that?
Said that a while ago.
Yeah,
Said that a while back,
yeah.
and it's
So,
coming in fruition now.
so black folk, particularly black Muslims, we are the ones who need to smarten up because we're seeking validation from the like. Why are you seeking validation from them? It don't make no sense. Allah says in the Quran, save yourself and your families from the fire, not save your zaddy and his family from the fire. You see what I'm saying? You got it all backwards because of that inferiority complex, man. You
Yeah,
don't think like
there,
a regular human being. That your
well,
thinking
yeah,
is completely totally off.
they're totally downtrodden people, and they don't
Yeah,
even realize it. Like that Facebook argument thing where you referenced in that a group chat.
yeah,
Uh, there were a couple of coon Negroes in there defending that too.
yeah.
Black
Calling
people
me the racist. I'm the racist.
calling you the
They were
racist,
openly calling
calling,
me the racist. Can you
calling
imagine?
but that was another example. Them calling you a you didn't say anything remotely black nationalist. All you
Yeah.
said was, condemning this white supremacist symbol, but
Mhm.
just by doing that makes you a black
Black
nationalist. So,
nationalists.
so you don't really have to say anything remotely black nationalist to be a black nationalist now.
Exactly. And to be honest, that stuff don't phase us anyways. We
It,
carry me
it,
personally, I carry that black
no,
nationalist
alhamdulillah,
in me. Yeah.
alhamdulillah, black nationalism.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I agree. But it's like, to them, the bar is so low to be one. It's like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I just found that very interesting.
Yeah, of course. If
And
the
you
entire
got
world is against you simply because of your existence. Now, because the brother Tawid Ummah, he's mentioning, are you like about like defending yourself, right? I mean, there is an aspect to defense, right? To be honest, right? There is an aspect to defense, and that is the actual black nationalism. You get me? Because people all globally, right? Not just here in the West, but you'll find videos in China, you'll find videos in India, you'll find videos, of course, all over the Arab world, in South America, where black folk just show up. They just show up just for showing up as a black person, and you're going to be instantly oppressed. Too many videos of that. Look what happened to the Nigerian students in India. Look what happened during COVID to the black people in China. They didn't do that to no white folks in China. They only did that to black
right,
folks in
right.
China. Just recently, a sister from South Africa got beaten. I believe it was in South Korea. Beaten. So we have to be humiliated everywhere. Everywhere we go, we gotta be humiliated. Because why? Because we want you to accept us. Look for acceptance from Allah and Allah only. Don't look for these people for acceptance. They will be in the fire with their zaddies. Mark my words, okay?
Absolutely.
They will be in the fire with their zaddies. They could have done the right thing, but they chose to do the easy thing, which is side with the oppressor. How difficult is this to side with an oppressor? Is it difficult? Or is the difficult thing to oppose the oppressor? Do you think it was easy for Musa alayhi salam, to go to Pharaoh and speak a good word, the most oppressive person in the Quran? All right, Allah's telling him to speak a good word of Pharaoh. You think that's an easy task? You think it's easy for Asiya, the wife of the Pharaoh, to believe in what she believed in while being the wife of the most oppressive person mentioned in the Quran? You think that's an easy task?
Absolutely not.
So let them do the easy thing, because they can make their easy thing an easy path to the fire, while we, you know, stand up for the oppressed.
Inshallah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Brother Tawhid, what you got, bro?
Yeah, I'm listening. Just give me a moment, inshallah.
All right, brother Josh, I'll let you get some final words. I'll let brother Tawhid Umar get some final words, and we'll call it a night if nobody else is coming in. See, they're talking about debate. I put the link in the chat and they run. You see, they do this all the time, bro. I'm not sure how many episodes you watch, Tawhid Umar, but it's all the time it happens. I want to debate you, and then I put the link in and they never show up. Only one person ever showed up. I got to give him props. Okay, in 4 years of doing this, only one person ever showed up. And he never showed up again. Okay, he showed up once, and that was it. But I got him proud for showing up. But anyways, go ahead, brother Tawhid Omar. Go ahead, get your last words in.
Nah, I mean, I'm still trying to gather exactly the full context and everything. I probably wanted to next time ask a little bit more about the black nationalism, sort of like what that entails, kind of thing.
Yeah, sure, no
Um,
problem.
but yeah, we can talk next time, inshallah. No problem.
Inshallah. Brother Josh, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't catch everything, so I don't have a full. I'm missing a bit here. I'll go back and watch it later, but definitely this was just a continuance of what the black grassroots has been talking about. How too many Muslims and there's too many coons
Oh yeah,
siding with the status quo and making excuses. And the sad thing is when they say these blatant racist things, instead of black people and other Muslims like chastising them as they should be chastised, they appeal to them. They come groveling to them like, "Oh, no, it's not like that. They sound like, uh, no, we're good. Like, no, don't blame us for some people." Like you see them like trying to appeal to them, appeal to their humanity to accept them as brothers, and it's pathetic. And
yeah. I know.
that may be the history, and that may be the defensive manner that some people used to do. But the the black grassroots is about standing, defending yourself, but not taking this groveling, appealing tone to try to appeal to these people,
To appeal to
begging for
the
brotherhood.
humanity of people who don't even see you as human to begin
They
with.
don't,
Like, what are you talking
don't
about? What are we doing here?
blatantly calling you subhuman, calling you apes, calling
Yeah,
you, um, you know, monkey, all this stuff, all the Arabic terms they use it.
Stuff.
Egyptians even use the N word. Some of
oh
them.
yeah, of course.
Um, and you come and responding to that, you appeal, you try appealing to them in this soft spoken way, looking for, asking for their brotherhood. It's pathetic. It needs to stop. And we need to take the harsh tone and make a clear line that they're not our brothers. And this is this. If this wasn't a good example of that, I don't know what else is.
Yep. All right, family. Jazakallah khair for coming. I'd like to thank everybody in the chat. I'd like to thank Brother Kev D. May Allah reward you and bless you and multiply it for you a millionfold. And I'd like to thank also Sister Tika. May Allah bless you and multiply it for you a millionfold. I think coming on tomorrow, inshallah. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Subhanallah bihamdik wa shahada la ant wa astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. See you guys tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.